Okay, welcome to RaspberrySky Straight Talking series. I am delighted to introduce you to Alex Haußmann, founder and MD of Code2Order. Welcome, Alex.
Hi, Sally.
I really wanted to touch on digital maturity. This seems to be a buzz phrase at the moment, but as we both know, this has been in the industry for many years. However, recent events has really forced the industry to put in place contactless payments, and as a result of this, it's driven hotel groups and independents to find solutions to enable them to further embrace the digital customer journey. I've been doing some research recently, and what I've concluded is that there are loads of different vendors on the market, and it's a little bit of a minefield for hoteliers to try and to determine what is best fit for them. So I've asked Alex to take us through the Code2Order offering because they're one of the vendors that offers an end-to-end solution. So Alex, could you just give us a quick overview of what Code2Order offers?
Of course, I can do that. For that, I will share my screen with you. Yeah, like you said, we offer a whole digital guest journey to hotels, and they offer it to the hotel guests. So that means that we start with the booking. Guest books an hotel room in any hotel. That means that you get a booking confirmation, and this is the first thing that we can offer to the hotel, to send out all kind of emails 100% automated, so that no one in the hotel has to open, for example, Outlook or other email solutions, because we do that 100% automated. Booking confirmation, cancellation email, pre-stay mail on the day of departure or arrival. So this is just the first solution out of 3 different ones, because in this email you always have access to our, we call it the digital companion.
Okay.
And I already opened the digital companion or clicked on this link. So you can see here, this is the digital companion. And here we build for every hotel who wants to work with us an own system. There you have your own logo here, you have your picture, your video, and all kind of different functionalities you want to offer in our digital companion to the hotel. You can open it on your mobile phone, tablet, and of course the desktop as well.
Okay.
And you don't have to download any app, because this is very important. Guests don't want to download 10 different apps for a hotel trip. So yeah, our solution is web-based. It's a web app.
Okay.
Before the hotel stay, one very important thing is that you fill in your registration form, that you can do the online check-in before you come to the hotel. This is why we asked the guest here to do the whole check-in. And for that, we asked the guests some information that you need on the local registration form. So we don't have to...
Is this pre-populated from the email? So
yes.
The booking reference, the name, the date, stay date. Right, okay, great.
So we get all those information out of the PMS. Here, for example, the apaleo PMS, where we have in the guest CRM all kind of data. So we get this data from the PMS, and the guest hasn't to fill in anything again. So this means we recognize when a guest comes a second time to the hotel, and then just have to go here through the registration form. For example, you can add your invoice if you want to. And some fields are mandatory, some not. So you decide as hotelier what should be mandatory or what you want to have on your registration form. And all data that you give here to the hotel, we send back this data to the PMS. So no one has to, you don't have to add this information into the PMS. Then we have here another thing that you can sign the registration form with your finger on the smartphone, on the tablet, or with your mouse. And then when you completed the process, you can do the online check-in.
So this would be perhaps another, depending on how far out they book, it could be done at a different stage or at the same time if it's, something for tomorrow.
And when the check-in was successful, then you can see here, you get your room number.
Yeah.
And then the next question is, does the hotel offer a digital door opening solution? Then it depends with what door lock vendor they are working with. For example, we have here the 4Suites integration. And then you can see here, you can open your doors web-based.
because 4Suite is a web-based application that works on the Wi-Fi of the hotel, correct? So
yeah. And so then you open your hotel room door, and of course at the day of departure you can do your online checkout. So we have the payment integration with different payment providers. We do the checkout in the PMS. PMS gives us the invoice in the PDF version, and we send the post-stay mail to the hotel guest. Then we hope the process starts again, that they book a hotel room.
So Alex, whilst they're on property, there's a few neat little additions you have on your web app. So for instance, they can interact rather with the concierge and the front desk through the app, through messaging, correct?
Yeah.
I know you've got that lovely little thing called wishes, which I quite like as well. So it's the good old, did you want to order your pillow and things like that, or your ironing board. So that can all be done through the app. But the thing I quite liked as well is the green choice bit. So if, for instance, because of safety and hygiene, you decide that you don't want to have housekeeping come in every day, not only can you notify that you don't want that to happen, but the hotelier can put down a little bit of, you've got here goodie, like if you don't want housekeeping every day, we really appreciate that. We'll give you, you can do a donation, or you can have perhaps a free drink or whatever, which is a lovely kind of offering, isn't it?
Yeah, you decide as a hotel guest what kind of goodie you want to have. And you can offer here all different services that you don't have to put the phone anymore in your hand. In times of COVID, where everything has to be contactless, I think it's a good other option, and you don't have to go or take a walk to the reception, and you can add all kind of information and services here into our digital companion.
You can also do room service menus and ordering and things like that.
Yeah, the menu, you can integrate information like, hey, we have here a PDF, and of course you can add a basket, and you can order all the different menu.
And you've got their spa, so if you had an integrated spa, you could book the
spa integration, like hotel shop, table reservation. It's like a platform, and you decide what you want to offer and what not.
Let's just talk a bit about system dependencies, if we can. So in order for your solution to work, does it have to be working with a cloud-based PMS?
We recommend cloud-based PMSs because I think it's the future, but no, we also work, for example, with Brotel on-premise. So we also have the on-premise solution integration. And I think a lot of hotels still work with on-premise solutions. So yes.
So you can integrate with others. I know you talked about, you've got in the progress the Opera as well. PMS integration as well. I know you mentioned that yours is a web-based app. Does that mean that if a customer has a downloadable app, they can't work with you, or they can?
We have a lot of hotel chains that offer native apps that a guest has to download. So for a frequent traveler or someone who comes very often into this hotel, I think it makes sense. But as we know that maybe not more than 10 to 20% will download the app. It's a good choice to add a web app like ours, and you can support both solutions.
And finally, then, so what would your one piece of advice be to hoteliers who are looking at a solution such as yourself at the moment?
I think it's very important that you have, like you said, the end-to-end solution, and not just here someone who opens the door with a native app, someone here for the payment, and that it's all integrated with your other system, payment, door lock, PMS, what else. And I think it's not an additional to the offline services. I think it's for the future, and maybe after COVID or with COVID, it's very important that you can save a lot of money with the digital guest journey, because maybe you don't need at night some stuff in the hotel, because this could be done by a checkout kiosk or with the solution on your own smartphone. And we have a lot of hotel concepts. They close the reception at 6 p.m. So I think this is an option for all the other hotels too.
Thank you very much, Alex.
Thanks a lot.
Much appreciated.